starting up. We're starting up. We're streaming on Twitch. We'll mute that tab. And we're streaming on YouTube. Mute that tab. Pardon me. We're working on Twitch. And, pardon me again, we're also working on the U of Tubes. Hi guys. I'm back as promised or threatened. Back is still a little bit unhappy with me, so I will be enjoying liquid muscle relaxant this evening. You know him, you love him. It's the Red Rain Ripper. Okay, if you've been watching, you know him. Nobody loves him. Good evening. To those of you who have joined me, hi, how you doing? Let's grab us some more XP. Show me your wares, temporary powers, buffs, experience boosters. Don't want to run out. We should be good. All right. I believe I had trained up. I will double check that by clicking on the correct person rather than a player. Ah, that guy calls himself Arbiter Damien, I think. Okay, so we did train up the new power. I don't remember what we added. Enhancements, manage. We added resilience, I believe. I will really quickly check the powers. Yes, resilience is an auto power, which means you don't have to turn it on or anything. So still just one toggle and then the power for and then the power jump, the super jump power toggle as well. We're ready to go. What did we have? We had destroy, alter, and guardians for Willy in Cap au Diable. Or, evidently not. Destroy, alter, and guardians. All right. We need to go back to Cap au Diable. Ferry awaits. I hope everyone's hump day, Wednesday, has gone well. And now you can start working towards the weekend. Everybody's working towards the weekend. That's an old guy music reference. Ah, yes. Circle of Thorns Cave. Always the opposite of fun. Good evening. The cave is cold and dark, but strange noises echo from the depths. I have to destroy the altar and guardians. Right or left? Right or left? Oh, we'll go left. Don't do it, don't. Yeah, we killed him before he could blow up. That's what they'll do, the mages. If you don't kill them in a timely fashion, you let them be for too long, they'll stand next to you and blow themselves up. and do a lot of damage. Many damages. Oh, and it's a big map too. Why? A whole bunch of stacks of their darkness attacks, which reduce my accuracy. We hate darkness attacks. And now we get to wait for the one we didn't kill to return. And he's back. Hi there. Welcome back. We missed you. But not that much. Anything up above? Yes, there is stuff above. But we have to destroy the altar and guardians. I'm hoping it's just the guardians right around the altar. Because if it's a kill-all mission, I'm going to cry. On stream. Get your clipping functions ready. Oh, did my big spinny move kill the one who was behind me? No, it didn't. No running away for you. Kill a bad guy, take a shot. Technically not taking shots, but, well, you know. Another dead end. That's disappointing. Son, I am disappointed. All right. How about this way? Nope, that's not a way either. Back to the last intersection then. All right. We'll try this way. So the back is still bothering me a little, and that is why I am enjoying some adult leisure beverage, some liquid muscle relaxant. The room of too many layers. Oh, I hate these rooms. I hate them so much. It is my single worst memory from this game when it was live. Is this one room. Or another room that looks just like it. I believe it has 7 levels to it. And it is perfectly representative, I think, of the bad part of an old school game. I found a tip. I wasn't even working on a circumcision. So now I'm looking for the altar and the guardians thereof. This is where we came in. Alright, we've got a soul mage. Don't. Thank you. He didn't. Alright, now we try to work our way up to the upper levels. Maybe this isn't the actual 7-layer room, but it is certainly of the type of rooms that made me despair of this game at times. Doesn't look like there's actually any holes in the ceiling for more layers, so it may just be this one layer with a couple of little lesser layers. Alright, fine. Hear something. Oh, is that another door? All right. I hate these maps. I hated them 20 years ago, and I hate them now. Although I gotta say, the guys who pull the spikes out of their own body to use them as weapons, that's pretty badass. That's the altar. Oh, that's right. These guys, they frickin' self-res. Which I consider to be strictly cheating. I don't get a self-res. He will protect us from the beast that slumbers. Drizgor will rise again. Okay, cool. Let's hear it for Drizgor. I hear good things about Drizgor. Well, I hope those were all the Guardians, so that when we destroy this, we get a mission complete. It's nice to have hopes. Please. Whiff. I somehow managed to miss an altar. I'll accept the fact that it blew up for the mission being complete. Don't. we exit. Willie Dealer Wheeler, those circle mystics. Put up a fight, eh? Crazy magic-using wackos. My source has been having arachnos problems, and he wants a hurt put on him to show he means business. He found an arachnos base in Paragon City. Go into the arachnos base and take down everyone. Oh, everyone, great. I love those missions, you know? Spoiler, he doesn't actually like those missions at all. But hey, Paragon City. Couple of nice restaurants there. I'm on a boat. This arachnos base is hidden in Paragon City's warehouse district. I forgot to set my notoriety down. Hi there. I found another tip. This one says, don't play the ponies. Defeat all. Be a small map. That's a medium-sized map. An arachnobot blaster. Arachnobot, Mew Striker. Well, we'll start on the Mew Striker. Okay. Goddamn bug boys. Oh, and girls. Sorry, didn't mean to discriminate against the Blood Widows. Bug boys and girls, of course. I missed. And victory's mine. Delicious. Make sure that we're not missing anyone up here. We're not. A Mew Adept. Dead end here. And a dead end for all of these guys to boot. It's, yeah, never mind. Unless we also get these guys, in which case things could get a little dicey. We have gotten them. That's... Now we're at the dicey bit. I missed him. Damn it. Well, he'll come back. Come on back. You know, you can't say no to me. I will take a quick knee to get my endurance back, my energy back. Looks like this is a two-story operation. Going down. We're going to get another batch. I bet we are. Look at you, standing over here, playing from a safe distance. How'd that work out for you, Mr. Muse Striker? Not so great. Ooh, he's big. Again, a quick moment to get my endurance back. Taking him on 6 at a time is a bit tiring. Yep, we got the big one too. Throw myself a little heal, because this guy's big. And is shooting me with freaking laser beams or something. And you thought you could just sit there and be a robot and I'd ignore you as you shot me up. Not so much. Again, quick knee. Fighting multiple batches at a time. It's exhausting. We have our orders to protect the equipment. Well, we'll see how that works out for you. Spoiler, it's not going to work out so great for you. Sorry to be the one to bring the bad news. It's just not going to work out that great for you, friend. Got him. Aha! Defeat all Arachnos personnel. Oh, this is going to quite literally blow up in my face, I'm sure. Ah, but I got it just close enough so that my one ranged attack. I got a clue. so I can get all 3. I did get all 3. That was nice. So, unless there's some up on the second floor, which is certainly not impossible, this should be the last batch. Nope, there's one more batch back there. Somebody's hitting hard here. Not a fan of it. Missed him. At least I hit that guy. Nope, that was not all of them, so I'm thinking there must still be some upstairs. Although, having a 2-story underground facility seems a bit much. Should be. And it was. Mission complete. Dump-a-da-bump. I am using mission difficulties. I set them to -1 because I prefer to sort of fly through the missions, especially when I'm streaming. For anyone who hasn't seen that, you go down here. This is the chat box. You go down here to the little chat bubble icon for quick chat. You click on it. You can do conversing options, interacting options, emotes, set music, stuff like that. There's also a set notoriety where you can determine things like what it's going to set up for as a team size, and whether you want to solo arch villains and bosses and stuff. You can also make the mission spaces like this, an instance mission space, more or less difficult. I set them to -1, which means by default the mobs will be 1 level lower than me. It allows me to move through the missions quickly. It makes the game more fun for me, as spending too much time on every individual fight in a game that is largely fighting can get boring and tedious, especially with certain specs. This one, not so much. This character does a lot of DPS consistently in a hurry, but a lot of the other classes don't. And so down leveling it by 1, I think, for me anyway, makes a more enjoyable gaming experience, and definitely while I'm streaming. But a lot of players, for instance, will group up and then they'll jack the level way up, because if you have a group of players and everyone's throwing buffs down and debuffs down on the mobs and buffing each other and throwing out heals and stuff, a group can fight a lot more mobs much higher level than an individual obviously can. So that's why being able to set it high is a good thing, and a lot of players use that. Nice work, Red Rain Ripper. We better keep this quiet, though. We don't want Arachnos hunting us down. You and me, we're going to hit the big time, you hear? The big time. There's a sucker born every minute. My source says the Circle of Thorns has been getting a bit greedy, creeping down from Vagabond Hills into Aeon City, and need to be taken down a notch so they know their place. Discipline the Circle and Kappa Diab. I'm going to assume that's, yeah, kill 20. That is, I'm going to assume that is basically what we used to refer to as street sweeping, where you need to find the mobs out on the streets and take care of the issue. Bum, 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 bam, bum. Now, because I have played so much more on what is referred to as blue side, the hero side, I know where I'm likely to find City of Thorns. Circle of Thorns on the good guy side. Building tops is the standard place where you'll find them. Doing their strange rituals and whatnot. It is Circle of Thorns. Is it anywhere? The Aeon City. Capo Diab. So it has to be here in Capo Diab. Yeah, I was going to say, if it's not on the building tops, it's probably in woods. And I won't get much XP for these because they're low level. But we need to kill 20, so low level will die faster, so that's a positive. We don't get as much XP for killing them, but we get through the mission much faster. Really? Dude, they were trying to kill you. They were trying to do a ritual on you, and you attack me. I tell you, the Arachnos, man. The bug boys are not the sharpest pencils in the pencil case. I found another tip. And this is a case, certainly, where it pays to be killing things that are under level. Generally speaking, kill and mini missions are not fun. You know, the classic kill 10 rats missions. Not a barrel of fun. Nobody really enjoys a kill 10 rats. Is, you know, it's the least interesting conceivable type of mission you can have. Where's the mission? There it is. We need 6 more. Somebody's shooting at me. I think it was him. No, we got more here. That's fine. Somebody else shooting arrows at me. And they're still shooting arrows at me. Where are they? I can hear them shooting arrows at me. Come on. Show your face. They don't want to show their face. All right. We just need 3 more. This ought to do. There we go. Find a safe place. Get back on the phone. Excellent, excellent. My source is very happy with our results. There's a sucker born every minute. We got some trouble, Red Rain Ripper. You know, I've gotten a lot of great jobs for you in the past. Not really. Right? Well, I've been getting them from this guy called Ace McKnight, who just got nabbed by Arachnos. We need to get him out, or your jobs and my livelihood are history. Please, Red Rain Ripper, I'm begging you. Break Ace McKnight out of the Arachnos base, so that'll be fun. Let's see. Before I do that... I wanted to find myself a safe spot. Wow. Before I go AFK, because my cup runneth under. I'm back. I will remove the Comic Sans, even though it's appropriate for the comic book setting. Alright. Doom, 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 doom. Oh, good. It's nothing like it's a great big official Arachnos building or anything. Oh, wait. Yes, it is. Hi, guys. How you doing? Do I have any, of these that I can use? Absolutely none of those that I can use. So we'll talk to the quartermaster and we'll sell what we've got. See, this makes it look like we're here for legitimate business reasons, you know? And oh, I just got lost, officer. I have no idea how I happened to kill all these Arachnos officers and help this guy escape. I find it delicious, certainly. It is ice, vanilla vodka, splash of cream, root beer. So, if you're an American, you probably are familiar with the delight of a root beer float. That's what it tastes like, because it mostly is. If you're a European, the general consensus on root beer is that it's vile. So, your mileage may vary. One of the regulars lately is a European who, in fact, is a rarity in that he likes root beer. The polished interior reflects your intrusions into this Arachnos base. I don't consider them intrusions. I'm just, tidying the place up a bit, you know? Well, I mean, if you ever do try it, you should know that the majority opinion from my various European friends, the one word that shows up most often is the word vile. It is definitely not a taste that you're likely to have had anything like. You might like it. In this case, it's a classic American, especially summertime delight, which is basically root beer with a scoop of vanilla ice cream in it. And this replicates the flavor. Except when I ate them as a kid, I only got fat. I didn't get drunk. Now I'm getting drunk and fat. Ah, elevator. And I should also say that there are also those Americans who find it vile. I've run into a few of those in my time. It is definitely a very different tasting. It doesn't taste like, a Coke or one of the various types of lemon lime beverages. It has a very distinct and unusual flavor. So if someone doesn't like it, I don't hold it against them. Unlike a great many things which I enjoy, which obviously you would have to be insane to not also enjoy. Back here, you little skittering asshole. Indeed, I will drink to that. A cheers icon. I attempt to notify the people on the opposite sides of the aisle, YouTube, Twitch, of what the other side is saying. So if I'm ever talking and you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, don't feel free to ask. I'm trying to be better about reading back both sides of all the conversations so that nobody's getting lost. I'm definitely getting better at it. I spin. Alright, where's Ace McKnight? Should be right up here. Oh. There's a whole... there's Ace McKnight, and he has 5 friends with him. Okay, if he's going to have 5 friends, I'm going to do everything I can to deal with these guys as quickly as I can and in as efficient a fashion as I can manage. Thanks for the rescue. Part of a mega team? No. Don't go picking fights with people that weren't attacking us to begin with, you jerk. Everybody. He's just going after everybody. Alright. I will now lead Ace McKnight out. Because the only thing better than an escort quest in is an escort quest back out. You coming, Ace? Never trust a guy who goes by Ace. Also, never trust a guy whose parents would name him Ace. So I'm going to assume Ace is a nickname. All right. Elevator. I will now elevate. Me and Ace have elevated. You coming, Ace? Ace? Oh my god. Sometimes these guys, it's like herding cats. We'll reconnoiter later. Oh yeah, you can reconnoiter, you incredible, insufferable yuts. Technical term. No, guys, I have no idea why some of your alarms went off. It was probably this ace jerk. Back to Willie. You got McKnight out? Perfect. Perfect. With McKnight out, we'll be set up with some excellent jobs again soon. We're going to do it, Red Rain Ripper. We're going to make the big time. I should also note that if his face looks a little bit odd, I am running what is referred to as experimental cell shading option in graphics, and it can make the portrait pictures that show up in these dialogue boxes either look strange or they can come up with blank faces, which is pretty horrifying. They can even come up with no heads at all, which is arguably even more horrifying than blank faces. You did an awesome job springing McKnight from that arachno space. I guess a guy like McKnight knows secrets even Arachnos doesn't want getting out, eh? No, I'm sure he's a second-rater yutz like you, Willie. McKnight gave me another hot tip if you're up for it. He found out who it was in Arachnos that's got it in for him, and he wants them taken out. Invade Arachnos and take out Arachnos agent Dominic and witnesses. All right, where to now? It is raining here today, and I don't think it's ever gotten above 61, which for our European friends would be about 16. Meanwhile, yesterday was about 75. For our European friends, that would be about 23. Normally, we don't have temperatures quite that delightful here in January. Maybe that was the day before. In the last 2 days, we had that as the temperature. Let's see. A Mew Adept. I missed him completely. Arachnobot. Alright, how big a map? Medium-sized. I don't know, but I don't know if you've noticed. These Mew Strikers, they appear to be done up in full-body red straight jackets, and they float in midair. There's just no way that that's like anything you want to deal with at all. And also, they look a little bit like the Imperial Guards from Star Wars. Well, I have another level, so we're gonna keep going here. Because we have the level up buff, we want to make the most of that and move through quickly, gaining as many quick kills as possible. You always want to take advantage. You get like a minute, I think, of big buffs down here. You can see them on the buff bar. And so you might as well use them. And you use them by murdering as many people as you possibly can in short order. Unless you're a good guy, in which of course you're not murdering them. You're simply capturing them for rehabilitation, to turn them into productive citizens. Because as we all know, Batman does not kill. Batman, however, does frequently cripple, send people to the hospital, gift them with a lifelong debilitating injury, or more than one. And frankly, given how often you can see reports of a fight where one guy knocks somebody down and the other guy falls and hits his head on the pavement and then dies later, there's no way Batman hasn't killed dozens, if not hundreds of people, even if not intentionally. I do not kill. You've got all these people who've died in the hospital of their injuries. Yes, but I didn't kill them intentionally. Okay, we're good then, Batman. You could very easily assume that that was a dead end. This is one of the reasons I don't like. I mean, you come to this, you could very easily assume that this is a dead end. Unless you come all the way back here. One of the things, also just simply the monotone nature, where everything is the exact same shade of boring blackish. I'm just not a fan of the design for these. They should be better lit. They should be more clear. I understand they're going for the gloomy, evil villain kind of layout. I get it. It works visually. It's just not fun to play in. I'm going to take a quick knee. After each sweep of an area, you do, I bet 80% would be in a state of no recovery, kaput, and probably 20% to survive maimed for life or just maimed for a while. Yeah, well. He doesn't take it easy on them. And any kind of sort of blow to the head can cause lasting, if not permanent, damage and or death. Have I hit a dead end here? Looks like it. And quite a long bit of dead end, too. I mean, hell, every once in a while you hear about someone who slips and falls on wet pavement, and when they fall, they hit their head on the pavement, and that kills them. So, yeah. Those gloves of it, good showcase if you've played the Batman Arkham, the Batman games like Arkham, etc. I played a bit of one, and they're excellent, superb games. Oh, this is a big room. I probably should have gone this way first. If I'd known... This isn't a big room. It's an enormous... It's a ginormous room. Who puts together a room like this? Seriously. Alright, that's not the guys I'm looking for. Not the guys I'm looking for. Not the individual I'm looking for. Whoop! Guys, don't take it so personal. That's a really good description. This is the type of room you'd be in when you're having a nightmare. This is a kind of nightmare room. Enormous, you can't see what's going on. There are ramps leading up and down. Bad guys scattered about. I'm not finding Operative what's his name yet. And now I need to find what's his name? Operative Dominic, I think. Wonder how it'd feel if a few neons were added around. Yes, exactly. Would it really overwhelm the gloom of the place? No, it would still be gloomy and dark and feel like a bad guy hang up, but at least you could see where you were walking. And I'll note, while we're on the point of where you're walking, they've got no freaking safety rails. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration is not going to approve of this. The water hero would have a time with the green goo. Well, it's not clear. I mean, we know that the green goo is... Oh, it's him. The green goo is what we get in sewers. All right, we got Daniels. And witnesses. Apparently those aren't all the witnesses. Who knows who else are considered witnesses around here? Everyone in the room? Probably. You might be able, if you're a very, very keen observer of human nature, to note that I'm not, right now, showing evidence of an enthusiastic voice. Dude, you are in green water up to your freaking neck. At least we both hope it's water, because otherwise those stains are not coming out, dude. I hit the wrong button. I'm going to blame you guys for that. Obviously, it's not actually your fault. But that's the great thing about being the streamer. I can blame you, and no one will know. Well, killing... Oh, no, we haven't killed everyone on the ground floor yet. All right, well, killing everyone on the ground floor was not sufficient. Let's hope it's just... Now we have to hope it's just kill everyone in the room and not kill everyone in the facility, although it's possible we've already killed everyone who isn't in the room but is in the facility. Stop shooting me with brain goo. Hi. Another one down. Quiet down there. Okay. Ooh, a Fortunata Seer. Ooh, wop, 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 wop. Alright, we're almost done with another level of the enormous Room of Nightmares. Alright, that was the down. And now we go up again. Hip, hip, hip. Oh, there is somebody over here. Hi there. Fortunata Seer. Messing with my brains, such as they are. Alright, hopefully these are the last two. Alright, hopefully this is the last one. Please be the last one. Fuck. Pardon my French. Note, language used, not actually French. Looks like it's defeat everybody in the whole goddamn place. Kind of thought I might have done that already. But evidently, no. Did I miss? Anywhere? I don't think I did. My brain is telling me that I have done this mission in the past. Because I certainly do remember the big room. I remember bouncing around in it. I also remember not liking the mission. In which case... this is not floating my boat, so to speak. And this is one of the reasons I really dislike this game tile space. Is it is so hard to see if you're missing anything. I'm not sure how much it could be helped if the Homecoming devs basically turned up the lighting in the place. You know, gave it an ambient lighting of some measure. Alright, well, I've doubled back through that, which means that we must be missing somebody somewhere here. Does this open up? No. Okay. Well, I believe we've found everything on this level. Or everything that's at least findable on this level. Huh? In the green goo. Please be it. That's not it. Fuck. Pardon my language again. However, in this particular case, I think a fuck is well deserved and earned here in this case, and that is frustrating for no good reason other than frustration's sake. Making my life... Nobody's life needs to be made more difficult. Nobody wants their life to be made more difficult? I don't think. Oops. Hi there. Green water everywhere, and not a drop I would want to drink. Come on. Uncle Len's deserves better than this. His viewers deserve better than this. Let's try up again. I really thought that one in the water was probably going to be it. No such luck. Wow. Pure luck I found that. I have no idea which level I'm on. Only that I found, oh, well, that looks like a elevator, and it was. And we're still not done here. Even with me finding a place I didn't know existed. Oh my god. Please, oh 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 please. Nope, we're still not done yet. Oh my god, the pain. Oh, we've got more. Please, please. Thank you. It is official. That mission, which we have just completed, can eat a satchel of detached male genitalia. Or in the vernacular, eat a bag of dicks. Willie? McKnight's a longbow agent? No, it can't be. You must be lying. Please, don't tell Arachnos that I'm the one that's been doing jobs for McKnight. They'll come after me. I screwed up bad, Red Rain Ripper. Real bad. Arachnos agents have already been snooping around here asking questions, trying to find that longbow agent McKnight. They don't know I was involved, at least not yet. They think they've tracked McKnight to a warehouse. They suspect he's been converted to a temporary longbow base. Problem is, they capture McKnight. I'll be exposed as McKnight's pawn. I'll be ruined, you hear me? Ruined! Sure, you might get off the Arachnos radar, but I'm screwed! Capture McKnight and defeat his allies. Please, please, don't do this to me. If you do, I'll have no future in the Rogue Isles. Besides, McKnight is way too tough for you to take alone. Oh, you think so, do you? So, that mission was dreadful. As it wasn't just a kill-all mission. It was a kill-all mission, and we spread them out through an enormous game space and hidden a shitload of them have fun mission. Spoiler. Fun was had by none. The only thing that mission had in common with fun was the FU. Looks like Arachnos has started their assault on the warehouse. Find McKnight and make him pay. Oh, I'm going to. But first, more of the comic book appropriate Comic Sans while I refill my cup. Because it's empty. And an empty cup is not going to do me any good at all. Hi, I'm back. All right. Okay. We'll take care of some longbow. We'll take care of McKnight. We'll take care of Arachnos. That guy hits reasonably hard. Arachnobot. Where do you think you're going? Hey. Mecha Bug. Poor move, Bug Boy. Capture McKnight and defeat his allies. Ow. Alright, let's find McKnight. Take out the necessary. Delicious. Thank you. The best AFK Comic Sans in the West. Well, I don't know about the best. Certainly the most intentionally cruel. Hi. Anyone hiding up here? No. Oh, yes, one. I gotta say, I do admire their penchant for the flamethrower. The purity of fire, you know. It cleanses, it purifies. It's used to create delicious barbecue. Another nullifier, soon to be a longbow nullified. We take the elevator down. Well, if that's elevating, what is that? Descending? Then it's not an elevator, it's a descender. Longbow Flammenwerfers. Flammenwerfers. Ooh, a minigun. 2 of them. One of them. Uh-oh, we've got additional friends coming in. Maybe you should have come along with your friends, just saying. Where are you, McKnight? So, I've been setting up this Willie Dealer Wheeler to take the villain's targets through his pet thug, Red Rain Ripper. Finally, Arachnos catches up with me. I thought I was a gunner. All of a sudden, Red Rain Ripper comes bursting in and starts busting heads. I'm so glad I managed to fool them. It came in very handy. Oh, whoops. Hey, look, it's Red Rain Ripper. How's it going, buddy? Let me introduce you to my friends in the longbow. Oh, I've met a number of them already. Nice place they've got here. A lot of tech. What's the matter, Red Rain Ripper? I thought you were on my side. Then you weren't paying attention at all. I've always been on my side. Well, that's all of them. Hey, that guy gets to survive. Lucky him. More XP. No, when Arachnos interrogates McKnight, they'll found he's been working through me. You ruined me, Red Rain Ripper. Who's gonna trust old Willie Wheeler now? Get away from me. Just go away. Oh, Muffin! He's so disappointed. It's sad. We need to train because I kind of neglected to do that earlier. As I'm almost halfway to the next level, so it's an odd numbered level. It's not like you get a skill. Oh, feh, I say. You heard me say it. Arbiter how? Can you teach me? And how? It's a little joke I have. Pardon me. Let's see. Need to get some stuff into stamina. Well, our stamina's okay right now. Resilience would be a good one, and probably into more fast healing later, I would think. Call Marshal Brass. The Aeon Conspiracy, destroy the generators to stop the transmission. We'll get that mission now, but we'll do something else. That's not a mission I found entertaining at all. So we'll skip it. Brother Hammond, he's in Capo Diab. Bane Spider Reuben. Mr. Caldoun in the First Ward. Mr. Caldoun takes advantage of any situation he finds himself in, a mindset which some say got him to First Ward in the first place. Caldoun makes sure that he stays well informed of the comings and goings in the First Ward, so that if an advantageous situation arises, he can take it. Well, I want to check. St. Marshall, Granville, Bloody Bay, Warburg, Port Oaks, Nerva Archipelago. Because I think the First Ward takes place in a extraplanar location. Mercy, Sharkhead, Bloody Bay, Warburg, the Abyss. I think. But what the hell? Let's give it a shot. What do we got to lose? The First Ward. Elton Town. This is Mr. Caldoun. Yeah, so it is sort of like its own location. That's the city. This is the zone. Tunnel connection. Underground Imperial City access. So then this is in the mirror universe. If it goes to Imperial City. Yeah, okay, so we are in the mirror universe. So, you're the Red Rain Ripper, huh? I heard about you. Ear to the grapevine and all. I think you and I are going to do very well for ourselves if we stick together and don't stray to the knives in each other's backs part of this business. Peddling possession, or the dregs found something shiny. A lot of stuff got left behind when the first ward fell. A lot of valuable things, if you get my drift. Word has it that the kneecapper and his dregs are digging around in the rubble of Sunken City for some nice shinies. The things won't do them any good out here anyway, but they could do us a world of good outside of this rubbish heap. What do you say? I give you a location, you grab the loot, and we split it 50-50. Steal loot from the dregs. Alright, here's the building they're stomping around in. Just watch out for that Hamadon beastie while you're down there, or the kneecapper and his friends will be the least of your problems. So, this is the mirror universe. In the regular universe, Hamadon arose. It's this enormous creature, and was beaten back, more or less defeated. In this world, they were losing. And in this world, the man who is statesman in the Prime universe decided that he'd had enough of people not doing what was necessary, and in essence made himself a dictator and a tyrant and managed to literally save humanity. So that's the good. But he has maintained this fascist state and now is an actual dictator and tyrant instead of just a dictator in the old Roman sense of a person who is given control over everything in a time of emergency. He now continues to hold it. So Hamadon here is far more dangerous in that that humanity has survived, I think, in sort of like an enclave, whereas Hamadon rules outside of it. So Hamadon, bad news. Wow, quite a ways away. Oops. Level 27 bad guys, not something I actually would like to mess with. Truth be told, in that I'm a level 21. More high-level bad guys. I have not done extensive amounts of questing in this area, but I have done some. But I think all of it I've done from the hero side. I don't think I've done any from the villain side, or red side as it's called. Despite being deep under the city, the facility's robust construction has prevented it from flooding. But not from looking like a dingy shithole. Steal the valuable shinies, defeat the kneecapper and his cohorts. How about the local mission? There we go. That's adorable. Dead end. Dead end. Dead end. And this will be a dead end for everyone who gets in my way. Glitched cleaners. These are the clockwork of the mirror universe. Here, instead of being a nuisance and sometimes hazard of unknown origin, they are the automated security force. And instead of being sort of this haphazard collection of things that shouldn't work, they are very well made. Robots, androids, whatever you wish to call them. Kneecapper and his cohorts. Well, I don't think that's necessarily a kill-all mission, but it might be. Oh, I didn't even see them there. Hi, guys. Wow, you don't even introduce yourselves? You just start shooting? That's rude. Y'all oughtn't to be rude. Being rude never served nobody. Well, these guys are kind of in my way, so... Let's try this door. We got 3 doors to choose. Let's try this one. We're looking for the kneecapper. Oh, this one would be what we would call a dead end. Kind of a waste of a great big honking door, if you'll ask my opinion. Alright, let's try this other side then. Another dead end. It's the kneecapper. And we've killed all the rest of his cohorts except for these guys. Powers Division? Not really. Powers Division is the department in the government. That would be the government of the Emperor. It's filled up by the superpowered, such as myself. Steal the valuable shinies. Well, let's hope the valuable shinies are in here. Not there. Another floor. Unusual. The NPC we needed to kill on one floor, and the item we need separately up above. Okay, we have another elevator up, which is probably the answer. And so we're going to start there first, because it's probably the answer. I hear thrumming. Should be back down here. If my ears are working right. Oh, we've got what looks like a safe on the wall. Fortunately, we've shown that my blades can carve through anything. I have to escape. Seriously? How tough is that going to be? I put on my super jump, and I just get the hell out of Dodge. Easy peasy. As I said, both easy and peasy at the same time. We'll make our way back to Mr. Khaldun. Lots of bad... Ooh, a Seed of Hamadon. I'm not of a level to be involved. It looks like it's group content. It popped up here on the right. With a bunch of activities to do, I'm guessing. Don't know for sure. Haven't done this activity, so I don't know. We got other players running around. I think they're players. No, they're not players. They, I think we're just NPCs. Looking to make a quick bucko. Oh, I get it. It was sort of a generic mission, not actually start of a storyline, huh? Huh, that's disappointing. Oh, there's another player. That is Destruck. Or Destruck. Or Des Truck. Well, is there any other contacts around here? All right, Brother Hammond we know about. Banespider, blah. Mr. Khaldun. Doorman, guardian of the First Ward Underground Imperial City. Leon Varus is one of the more well-known members of the Carnival of Light outside the First Ward, as he is one of the primary representatives of the Carnival to the Resistance. As such, he is one of those responsible for keeping the lines of communication open between his leaders and theirs. Additionally, Vanessa DeVore entrusted him with the duty of guardian of the First Ward, and he maintains a constant vigil over the doorway leading between the underground Imperial City and the First Ward. Over time, this led to his acquisition of the sobriquet, I think, Doorman from the Resistance. Mr. Rodney, Goldbricker spokesperson back in Capo Diable. Nadia, Carnival Mistress. She sounds nice. Angela Who? Trader in the First Ward. Vickers, Last Worder Enforcer. Vickers, or just Vic, a longtime resident of the First Ward. The lessons he learned the hard way are now common knowledge to the last warders. And Vickers is constantly seeing to the safety and well-being of those in the compound. He has nothing but enmity for the dregs and dust soldiers who make the gumbo their hunting ground and the innocents their prey. Carter Mortison, anchorite of the Carnival of War, Capo Diable. Carter Mortison is one of the talented mystics who found their way to the Carnival of Light after the collapse of the Praetorian Midnight Squad. There was a Midnight Squad on each world. Groups of magicians working to drive off world-threatening evils from both sides. So in both universes, but also good and evil on both sides. In the time since the fall of the First Ward, he has grown increasingly impatient with Vanessa DeVore and the rest of the Carnival of Light's leadership. This growing impatience made him a prime target for recruitment into the Carnival of War. When the schism occurred with the Carnival of Light, he has come to Kappa Diab with an effort to recruit assistants. He sounds interesting. Vincent Ross, former Legacy Chain researcher, Sharkhead Isle. I think Sharkhead Isle is probably a little bit too high level for me. Ashley McKnight, I already know her. Dean MacArthur, informant, Sharkhead Isle. Let's check in with Carter Mortison. He sounds interesting. I don't think I've ever dealt with... there are a lot of people on the villain side I've never dealt with. A lot of the storylines I've never worked with in the villain side. So we're going to go to him. On account of... we can. Carter. Well, nice deal. Got your own private wormhole. Red Rain Ripper. I'm known as Carter Mortison. I'm an anchorite within the Carnival. We have need of someone with your expertise to put an end to a great many troubles for us. We need your help against a great enemy that stirs, and if it's not stopped, it will consume us all. You'll, of course, be compensated for your efforts. This magical portal links our two worlds together. It'll take you to the underground of Pretoria's Imperial City, where you must speak to Doorman. He guards the door to nowhere, also known as the First Ward. If you wish to gain the Carnival as an ally, you'll need to speak to the Doorman first. The First Ward is a place ripe with suffering as well as opportunity. The people are looking for a savior. Play your hand right, and they'll worship you as a god. Well, it's about time someone recognized my divine nature. Tell me more. First Ward is a place people find themselves when they no longer fit in Cole's carefully orchestrated order. They disappear and are taken to the First Ward where no one lives, but everyone suffers. Marcus Cole is the name of both the Praetorian in the Prime universe, sorry, not the Praetorian, the Statesman, and the Emperor in the Mirror universe. The Spock with a goatee universe, you old-time Star Trek viewers know what I'm talking about. Well, I can go through. Will this take me to Doorman? Or will I have to go to Doorman through... the underground. I think it's going to take me to Doorman. Yes, it will. This is some of the nicer world creating they did. The alternate universe and stuff. A lot of work went into that. And I never played it that much when the game was live. I see Mortison has found someone after all. Good. For it is not just the people of nowhere that need your help. The Carnival believes we're all in danger. I know you've come here for your own reasons, but if you wish to gain from this ordeal, then you must first understand what it is you'll be facing. Speak with me if you're ready to learn the truth, which so many Praetorians do not know. Mortison hired you, presume? And what if he did? There's no need to play cagey, Red Rain Ripper. I have no interest in betraying you, quite the contrary. Your strength would be unwise to oppose, and it is very strength that we in the Carnival have need of. I'm listening. Something powerful has happened in the First Ward. It has become a nexus point of chaos. If that chaos is allowed to take root, then there may be nothing in this world or any other that can stop it. You see why we wanted you? I do. But there is more. Tell me. We cannot allow this chaos to spread. As such, we've not limited our recruitment to individuals of your nature. You recruited heroes from Paragon City, haven't you? You will find that in the First Ward, where you came from matters less than what you can contribute. You do not have to work directly with those you would call enemy. But if we are to prevail, then maintaining neutral relations will suffice. We can use all the help we can get. Those idiots play by the rules, then so will I. Good to hear. You're going to need to talk to Jester. He's the first person to have been exiled to First Ward that wasn't a seer in Prater Tillman's seer program. He can fill you in on the details. When you're ready to proceed to First Ward, let me know. Pardon the yawn. Old man, such a rough day. I need to talk to Jester. He's been in the First Ward longer than anyone. It said when the second person came to the First Ward, they asked Jester where they were, and he said nowhere. You'll hear many such tales in your travels throughout the destroyed city. Most of them are wild speculation, but any of them could be hiding a truth about how this chaos came to be. Remember, Red Rain Ripper, not everyone is as it seems. Not everything is as it seems in the First Ward. The bizarre is the normal, and the sane are the insane. But most of all, watch your back. Oh, I always do that, friend. Always. Enter the First Ward and talk to Jester. Well, he's dressed like a jester, so honesty in advertising. The actors begin to take the stage. I am Jester, and I welcome you to this patch of rough we call home. Still, it's got its charms. Well, the swirling vortex in the sky is less impressive during the day, but the picture book history of the Hamadan Wars is well preserved in the ruins, and continuing to play out even today. Not quite what you expected, huh? Swirling vortex in the sky? Yeah, kind of. I can see sort of swirling vortexy, kind of. Oh, over there. Yeah, okay, definitely. What is the swirling vortex in the sky? Jester doesn't even look at the vortex, instead just giggles. We have no idea. What I know is that when the vortex appeared, that's when the First Ward got very interesting. That's when the seeds of Hamadan started arriving, and when people and the alliances that kept them civil started to disintegrate. What about the seeds of Hamadan? Years ago, the First Ward was attacked and nearly destroyed by the devouring earth. Though the creatures were eventually pushed back and defeated, it was decided to abandon First Ward and rebuild in Neutropolis. Now, with the coming of the vortex, the seeds of Hamadan renew their assault and colonization of the city. If they're allowed to take root here, then the city will be forever lost. About that, what's the swirling vortex in the sky? Yeah, he's still doing giggling. What other dangers are there? He looks about as if for danger. Well, the biggest threat is dust. Dust? I mean, I suppose it could be toxic. No, not dust. Dust! He sounds out each of the letters of the acronym. D-U-S-T stands for Dim-Witted Urban Strike Team. But my definition might be slightly skewed. Make no mistake, Red Rain Ripper. Dust is dangerous. Few people encounter them and are ever seen again. What are they doing here? That's a fine question. Fine question indeed. As far as I've been able to determine, Dust is here to conduct live combat training using those exiled to First Ward as its most dangerous prey. They're an urban combat team. Their goal is to pacify urban areas by neutralizing all resistance, civilian or otherwise. For now, they remain in the area designated Free Fire Zone. But they do take forays out into other regions of First Ward and rarely take prisoners. Dust is the reason we created the Shadowed Paths. Okay, what are the Shadowed Paths? Another clue, lots of clues. Clues are raining down from on high. The Shadowed Paths are places where this world and the spirit realm overlap. I don't know the specifics of how they were made or why they can exist, but I do know that it has to do with a weakening of the fabric between the realms of the living and the dead. The Shadowed Paths conceal those within from the world of the living, and so we can move unseen by dust and maintain communication throughout First Ward without fear of dust interference. Still, it's not a perfect system and there are gaps. If you're mindful, however, you can get around unnoticed. As far as the Survivor compound, even. And the Survivor compound? Oh, I got hit over the head with another clue. Stop hitting me with the clue bat. The Survivor compound is located in western Eltontown and is the stronghold from which civilization clings on against the odds. This is also the crux from which the chaos that threatens to undo us all is manifesting. Mistress Nadia of the Carnival of Light has been overseeing the rapidly degrading situation. If you are to make a difference, it is with her that you must start. I recommend using the shadowed paths to make your way to Nadia. Dust controls the territory between here and there. Speak with Meredith. She is the walker of the shadowed paths and will show you the way. Nice place you got here, Jester. Totally not all a ruined shithole. Oh, wait. Kinda is. My cup is empty. No. No need for pity. I have more. And I'm back yet again. Whether you like it or not. All right. Oh, it's all weird. Welcome to the place that should not exist, Red Rain Ripper. I am Meredith, a guide to the world between worlds. We're between worlds now. Half spirit, half material. It's still whole. The carnival, too, is split in two, yet remains whole for now. The events at the Survivor compound have jeopardized the tenuous peace, which First Ward has relied upon for years merely to survive. The Carnival of Light is now mirrored by the Carnival of War. Both seek the same thing, but their methodology is very different. Violently different. As we speak, the Carnival of War's actions threaten to cut the last threads of sanity here in First Ward. I beg of you to stop them before it is too late. The Carnival of War has trapped some survivor scavengers in an abandoned office not far from here. They seek to make an example of them in the hopes that the people of the survivor compound will lay down their arms against the Carnival. But we all know that will merely incite open conflict. Stop the Carnival of War and rescue the scavengers they have captured before it is too late. Dear God, I forgot. No, I didn't. Okay, I did remove it. All right, never mind. Okay. I'm going in. The heady aroma of mildew hangs heavy in the air. Heady? Is it really a heady aroma? I wouldn't think of it as a heady aroma. Also, I think your toilet overflowed, guys. Attendant of War. 5 scavengers to rescue. I was going to say, I assume that means we have additional floors. Okay, none of the other floors should be flooded because I'm going up. Okay? Just putting that out there. Good. That would have been tough to explain. 5 scavengers to rescue. We got 5 of them. That should send Monarch a message. We've got an anchorite of war. Holy shit, this has gone really terribly wrong in a big hurry. Alright, managed to handle that. With some small difficulty, gotta say. I'm going to take a moment to get my endurance back up, because that was a lot of dudes and dudettes. Who were not interested in listening to reason. Not that I would ever listen to reason in the first place, but, you know, I can still hold them responsible for their failures to do so. All right, 1. Them damn carnies was going to kill us. Oh, that's actually 2. I didn't notice the other one who got away. That I sprung, that I saved. Sorry, it's... We all jump up and down around here. Two to go. Powers Division here? Thanks, I guess. I'm not in Powers Division. I'm not from your stupid mirror universe. I'm from the real world. Well, you can't kill them all. That's the thing. It's not even about the killing. It's about the red. The red must flow. When the red flows, well, all know. Everyone knows when the red flows. It's not about killing. That's if anything, an unfortunate side effect. Ah, I know it's the real world because it's mine. I know it exists because I'm from there. This place, well, a poor impersonation of the real world. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, the alternative is that I'm not simply a god. I'm just a god in my own world, and we can't have that. No running away for you. And that's all of them freed. When the Red Rain Ripper, as they call me. It's a catchy name, so I embrace it, but that's not my true name. You understand. You see, you write Red Rain, and not rain from the sky, but rain as in rulership, on a wall once in someone's blood, and all of a sudden, your name is Red Rain Ripper. Well, it's a fine enough name, I suppose. They can call me that for now. It's close enough. You did an excellent job there, Red Rain Ripper. But I'm afraid all you've bought us is some time. You'll need to speak to Mistress Nadia if we're to put an end to the hostilities. They called me Powers Division. What does that mean? That's the Mirror Universe superheroes who support the Emperor. She smiles at your costume. Here, in Pretoria, one such as yourself is assumed to be a part of the Powers Division, a world-spanning collection of superpowered individuals working for the good of Pretoria. In the past, they were a force for good. But now, many consider them to be nothing more than a tool of Emperor Cole's regime. That you would be here, or come to anyone's aid, will no doubt raise many questions in people's minds. Where can I find Nadia? Follow the shadowed path west to Nadia. You can find Nadia outside the survivor's compound, keeping watch from her vantage point. To her, they are still her responsibility, even if they don't want her to help any longer. I'll go speak to her then. Boing! Boing! In we go. Mistress Nadia. The Loa told me they felt a powerful presence coming to aid me, and now he stands before me. You're Nadia? You come to old Nadia for answers, don't you, child? Old gesture, not answer enough? Speak to me, speak to us. The Loas have gathered here to hear your questions. A quotidian rag bag. Now that is some high-quality titling. Part 1, Good Gumbo. Red Rain Ripper, we've got us a big old mess on our hands. The Carnival and Elton Town Survivor Compound used to be great allies. In the gumbo, you make all the allies that you can, believe you me. But something's strained that alliance lately. And the spirits say that we can't have much time to stitch it back together. See, the compound's leader, the Monarch, he's gone a bit broken in the old brain pan. I have done this quest line before. Before the crazy got in him, the Monarch was a good man and a strong leader. But then he started thinking some of my peoples in the Carnival kidnapped his daughter. Problem is, well, Monarch doesn't have a daughter. Never has. But this didn't stop his mad thinking from issuing out an order to start resurrecting us carnies. Start arresting us carnies, not resurrecting. Arresting, not resurrecting. Those are two very, very different things. Although there was only a couple of days between an arrest and a resurrection, according to the Bible. So arresting and resurrection, the difference is just a couple of days. And to make a threadbare rug even more eyesore, a few Carnival troopers surrendered to him, accepting the charges, and old Mistress Nadia here, she has no idea why. Listen clearly, Red Rain Ripper. There's others in the Carnival that just want to steamroll the compound. Bringing war where I think finesse would fare us better right now. But I can only hold my more blood-minded brothers and sisters at bay for so long. I need someone to convince the Monarch of the compound to let my Carnival friends out of the stockade. That would be you, boy. Speak to Cheshire, the gatekeeper, to get things moving. The Loas are watching you. Oh, that's not good. Don't turn that off, dude. Cheshire. Oh, he's got a great big smile. Ackery, welcome to the gumbo, stranger. Other wares called the First Ward, but mainly out of tradition. And who really needs that idea anymore? You're specifically at the compound, but that's a rather boring moniker, and some of us refer to it as the Last Ward. But I can see it's already getting confusing, even before it really starts. Anywho, you here to rescue the monarch's daughter, or to see the clowns? I'm here for the captive carnival troopers. Yeah, your chances of talking to those freaks are slim to nil. Only by a leave of the hetman is that going to happen, and he's handing out wolf tickets these days. What are wolf tickets? Oh, sorry, that's gumbo talk for being a bit angry. First Ward's crawling with dregs and ghouls and dust, all making trouble for us nice little lost warders these days, last warders. And with the monarch off his rocker, it's up to the hetman to keep everything in the compound sorted, everyone safe. When you factor the carnies into it all, well, that would just make just about anyone a bit choleric, wouldn't you say? Second command of the monarch of the last word compound. Word and ward. So it's the first ward and the last word. Ugh. You'll need to talk to him to get to visit the clowns we've got in the clink. No one's allowed to speak to the monarch right now. He's too busy painting watercolor portraits of his imaginary daughter. Again? Where can I find the hetman? You'd think once we get out from under Cole's thumb, voluntarily or not, we would have kicked bureaucracy to the curb, yeah? Well, no. The hetman's a busy fellow, only really talks to his confidants or proper emissaries. You don't fit either bill, but I'll tell you what. Talk to old Billy Stick up in the control shanties. If you get hit in his good graces, chances are he'll fast-track you up to the chain. I'll tell him you're coming. Billy Stick, huh? Hi, Billy Stick. Cheshire sent word you'd be looking for me. Name's William Barrow. Most people here call me Billy Stick on account that I used to be a hetman before I got too old for it. What can I do you for? I need to speak to the hetman about the carnival. I'm not sure that's a good idea for a couple reasons. One, I just don't plain think it's a good idea. Two, you're really going to have to talk to the monarch to get them clowns. And the hetman's real protective of the monarch these days, and understandably so. Any chance you can just sneak me in to see the monarch then? And why the coal would I do such a thing? Maybe you haven't heard, but the monarch, well, he's taken sick, as in the head. A few weeks back, he got into the idea of his head. He got into that head the idea that he has a daughter. And that she was kidnapped by our ostensible outlies, the carnies. Thing is, he doesn't have a daughter, and everyone knows it. But what's a body to do but rustle up suspects when your monarch demands it of you? Fake daughter or no, turns out the hetman and the guard didn't have to do much. Few of them clowns heard wind of what was going on and decided to surrender. They denied it, of course, and who can blame them, but still, that's why they're in the stockade, and we're looking at a potential war. Why would the carnival surrender to a crime they couldn't have happened? I never said it couldn't have happened, just that the monarch doesn't have a daughter. Leastways none that I've ever heard about. And I've known the man for a long time. He's the kind of man you want running this part of the gumbo. Breaks my heart to see his head kicked in like this, but, well, we're talking about the carnival and the first ward here. And both of those are synonymous with different rules may apply, so who knows what happened. Talk to the hetman. I'm sure you're famous, stranger, but this is the gumbo. I can't really be bothered at the moment. Take no offense, of course. Barrow sent me. He said you'd listen if I had his endorsement. Did he now? All right, next time I see Billy Stick, tell him his good conscience is growing barnacles. I swear the longer we're out here, the more everyone wants kumbaya to just set in. We're losing our minds. Like the monarch? Yeah, like the monarch. But that's not your concern. Quit dancing your jaw and tell me what you're really here for. I want to talk to the carnival troopers you have in lockup. Now you're out of your mind, boy. No one talks to them on my watch. I told the old man not to trust him in the first place. If you'll excuse me, I've got other matters that demand my full and undivided attention. I could take some of those off your hand. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could. I'd be stretching the whole obstinate thing if I ignored your help, so here goes. My lookouts say a cell of dust rangers have set up camp near the compound. A dust cell shouldn't be this far west. Not normally, anyway. I really don't need them embedded this closely to our compound right now. I can take care of it. And I will take care of it. Let's see. Your best bet is to bust some dust heads up over in the free fire zone, their normal stomping grounds, and get some of them to talk. Once you're done, we can see about getting you in to see the prisoners. I need to defeat 5 dust soldiers in the first ward. That's Sunken City, the free fire zone. So the free fire zone should be over there. Well, we've those are resistance. That's resistance. More resistance. Ghouls. Ghouls. This is my ghoul friend. More resistance fighters. Painted ones. More ghouls. Possessed. Ghouls. Dust Reaper. All right, we got 3. Hit pretty hard. I'm going to take a moment, catch my breath. We need 2 more. Dust Rangers. Got him. Drive away the dust cell in the first ward. Presumably a specific batch. Or is it an indoor mission? Looks like an indoor mission. In we go. This seems like an ad hoc base of operations for the dust cell plaguing the compound. From the look of things, the Rangers haven't been here very long. Well, from the look of things, they're not going to be here any longer. Fools. Drive away the dust cell. Doom bird. Huh? I'm not sure that's English. Dead end. I'm gonna guess a guy named Bird and a guy named Doom. Hi, guys. we have open downstairs? Nobody back here? Cube farmers. I spent many years in a cube farm myself. There are worse ways to spend a career, however. Worse than a cube farm? Oh, much worse. Shared open plan. Despite the fact that all of the research shows that it's about the worst possible working environment, there are bosses who love it. Not for themselves, of course, but to inflict on their employees. Allows them to walk in and feel like they're in charge. Oh, hi. Hello, fellas. Fellers. Mark? Who's Mark? Dust. Ooh, officer. He's yellow. Threat sighted, Captain. Engaging. Maybe you'd have been better off choosing to not engage with this threat, officer. All right, let's see. Scanning for threats, said by Dust Officer. There's a Captain Muldoon. I'm guessing that's the one who they call Doom. Threat sighted. You got that right. When the red flows, everything is right. Right as rain. Captain Muldoon, I expect. Aggressors, surrender now. This isn't necessary. No, it's not necessary. It's entertaining. You're endangering the whole ward. Hold on, I've got a proposition to make. Captain Muldoon taps his comlink and tells the Dust forces under his command to currently stand down. Then he turns his attention to you. Listen, friend. I could cite some outlandish protocol in the Dust rules of engagement that allows for parley with third-party aggressors, but I don't want to waste your time. I'll skip straight to the introduction. I'm Captain Muldoon of this Dust cell. I report to Colonel Vargas of DSEC in the Free Fire Zone. And who might you be? Powers Division or something? Or something, Captain. Your men will immediately make a tactical withdrawal. You're offering us a chance to retreat? Clemency? Why? In exchange for what? You wanted a parley, so here we are. Tell me why your cell was so close to the compound. You see, the alternative was to break his neck, and I don't break necks. The red doesn't flow. The red doesn't flow. Then my actions have no meaning at all. I can't really say more than Dust is having a bit of a organizational crisis at the moment. DSEC sent my cell on a scouting mission to check out sectors of Elton Town beyond the fringes of the Free Fire Zone. We were to record anything out of the ordinary that we could find and report back. My cell isn't the only one on this mission. It's just the one that ran into me. Shove off, Captain, and leave the compound alone. Understood. All units, stand down and fall back. Stand down and fall back. So you took care of the dust problem? That's pretty impressive. How'd you manage to pull it off? I persuaded the cell captain to have his men make a tactical retreat. You let him go? Are you insane? Well, the general consensus is yes. I don't kill for random purpose. I'm an artist. And the red must flow. And when the red flows, all is right in the world. When it doesn't, there's no point in my work. I don't explain myself to you, Hetman. We had a deal. Actually, I did just explain myself, although that was to you in character, not to him, because he is a character in a computer game and can't actually hear me. I hope. All right, boy. You go right on ahead with those pacifist notions. Pacifist. He doesn't know me well at all. We'll see how far it gets you out there in the gumbo. And the deal we struck? Oh, don't forget it included you. Finding out why this particular dust cell had ranged so far out in the free zone. We got a couple other players here running around. Nope. It's a single player. He is a mastermind. A demon summoning mastermind. The captain said Dust was having an organizational crisis. And just what is that supposed to mean? That's all I got. Now, let me see the Monarch. Deal's a deal, but listen up, Red Rain Ripper. I've already told you the Monarch is a good man. He still is. He's tore up from the floor up. Oh, tore up from the floor up. I see what he did there. Made a little rhyme. With this obsession about this daughter he never had. I'd tread lightly around that issue and certainly wouldn't get any hopes up about him letting you see the carnies we have in the clink. That's just not going to happen the way I see it anyway. I'll take my chances. It's a pleasure, Hatman. The Monarch, indeed, seems rather unstable. He's holding several small watercolor portraits of his imaginary daughter that he's painted by hand. As he flips through the various portraits, his emotions, his moods, span the gamut from speechless mourning to quiet chuckles of tear-filled nostalgia. Red Rain Ripper. It's about time we met, wouldn't you say? Well, I just got here like 20 minutes ago. You must forgive my Hetman. He has a suspicious heart, one burdened more so with the concerns it has for me. We fought in the Hamadan Wars together. Anna was only a child then. Monarch shows you a watercolor of Anna, age 9, posing on a tireless bike. I must speak with the carnival troopers you have imprisoned. Never. They stole her. They're hiding her from me. Those garish, iniquitous wretches will rot unless their co-conspirators bring her back. And I will muster the compound for war if not soon. He begins to froth at the mouth with rage. That's not a good look. Unconsciously wipes away the spittle with one of the watercolor portraits of Anna. Then he sees what he's done and begins to sob uncontrollably. Monarch, you need help. What if I found Anna? Monarch quickly nods quickly at the offer, smiling as if in rapture. He hands you one of his many watercolor portraits of Anna. Yes, finally someone who sees that my madness is only loss and my mind is my own. Take this picture. We'll help you find her. Let me speak to the carnival troopers and we have a deal. Her childhood nickname is Antebellum, given to her when we withdrew back here to Elton Town. Because she reminded me of the days before the war. She should have been born then in happier times. That bicycle, the one without the tires, that was her favorite friend in the whole world simply because she wanted it to protect it from the other bicycles that made fun of it. She was once convinced that she was allergic to stained glass, too, but she got over that when I taught her to paint. Fine, you may treat with the carnival troopers if it will help you bring my daughter back. The psychic one is named Candlestick. Speak to him. The others remain silent in protest against their incarceration. I'll show him the picture. Maybe it'll jog his memory. Down the stairs. Eck ack, it's just another cake eater from the compound about to ask Mr. Candlestick if he's now willing to give up the skinny on the thick girl's whereabouts. Quiet, I'm here on behalf of Mistress Nadia. He laughs. Next time, friend, you should lead with that. Tell the old mistress that we're fine so far. We're just awaiting the rest of the carnival's attack on the compound to free us in this so-called crime. Pass on, too, my apologies for surrendering to the monarch's accusations, and that I did it partly out of whimsy, partly out of a plan to shake the fool's head back on straight. Turns out, that didn't work as well as I thought it did in my own head when I was making it up. He still thinks we have his imaginary daughter taken hostage somewhere, so what's the plan? The plan that we find the imaginary daughter. That makes no sense whatsoever. I love it. Where do we start? Show Candlestick the watercolor portrait of Anna. Okay, now that's just creepy. Even for the gumbo, that's yuck. Therefore, and rightly so, in the name of a mighty nonsense, press that watercolor picture right against my forehead. You hold the portrait of Anna up to Candlestick's forehead, and he seems to go into a powerful psychic trance, or at least he pretends that he does. Whoa, Nelly, she's a real-life girl. File that away under a big say what? As easy as kiss my hand. She's here in the ward, Red Rain Ripper. She's here in the ward. Where? My brain pan's talents are only capable of so much. All I can read is that Anna girl is alive and nearby. You're going to need Mistress Nadia's sorceress powers to determine her exact whereabouts. Take her picture, too. It's making my head itch. Almost got you out of here, Candlestick. Yeah, I didn't figure it doesn't. Either Mistress Nadia doesn't trust me enough yet, or she doesn't actually have a cell phone. Could be either or both. So now, child, what have we here? An imaginary daughter who turns out to be a real live girl, eh? Mistress Nadia's feeling a crazy quilt coming on. You can bet on that. Hand me that portrait the monarch's painted of his daughter, and let's see if I can't scry where she might be hiding. Usually the mojo go double time with the link, like this one, so personal and made by hand and all. Caught up in sorrow. Let me know when you're ready to find little Miss Watercolor here. My people in the carnival aren't out of danger yet, you know. The spirits that paved your way into the ward are pleased with you, Red Rain Ripper. They have blessed my small part in it, child, for which I am grateful. They will keep us in contact from now on. In other words, she does have a cell phone. Ow. I bit my cheek. So at some point I bit my cheek and it's swollen up and I keep, like, chewing on it. Ow. This picture has some strong power in it, boy. Whatever the rest of the gumbo thinks, the Loas are telling me that this definitely ties blood to blood. They're just not sure how. Perhaps the monarch's not off his rocker after all. The lowers also say that our watercolor moves around a bunch. I'm seeing a slaver den, but I'm not sure if she's there now or not. In any case, she has been there, so that's your first stop. Go to the slaver den and find out what you can. Its operation is run by a dreg with a mighty high notion of himself called Taggart. Make sure to show he and his peoples that the compound is protected. I'll look for her there. But first, I will refill my beverage, because an empty cup is a sad, sad thing. and just to jump away. But dregs or dust. 3 remaining slaves to question. Speak to Slave Master Taggart. Nothing in there. Here first, I guess. Yeah, I recognize the girl in the painting. She's one of the shepherds. 2 remaining slaves to talk to. Yeah, I've seen her. She tried to free us once. 1 more slave to talk to. Not many would help my kind. The girl in the painting is quite powerful. Be careful. Now we need to speak to Slave Master Taggart. Don't particularly care for Slave Master. You shepherds should learn to stay on your own side of the ward. That is a level. You can probably tell because that's the sound it makes when you level up. Where's Taggart? We've got an elevator. So, I will elevate. Taggart. Have a nice lay down. Taggart. Taggart. Slave Master Taggart. We've got Powers Division up in here. I'm not Powers Division. They generally at least have a pretense. I'm here to make the red flow. All right, let's talk. Hold on now. You're from the PPD, right? I've got no beef with you. Well, I did, but that was back in Cole's side. So what got me shipped here in the ward in the first place? Or maybe you're not a cop. I don't really care. Just hear me out. Tell me where she is. Show her the picture of Anna. You gotta be kidding me. You saw that Shepherd group attacking my operation, right? You couldn't have missed it. Who do you think runs that group? She ain't here with them today, but sure as hell she did send them. You can probably find her at Their Haven, a defunct warehouse due east of here, skirting the Free Fire Zone. You could have made this easier on yourself, Taggart. Looky here. We got us a mudbelly with conflicting principles. I kind of like them in high-horse shepherds out there, but wrecking the joint. Kind of like them. Only thing is, you know, even if you go through me, they're not going to play nice with you. Even with you go looking for their leader, right? I'll take my chances. He collapses from his wounds. Sure he does. The red flows so nicely. Thank you, Taggart. All right. Do we have... there he is. Trainer. Grant Cruston. Because we leveled up, and we're level 22. Keep your head down and your powers at the ready here, Red Rain Ripper. Eviscerate. Oh. I never knew how much I wanted a power named Eviscerate. It's glorious. You spin and slash violently, eviscerating all foes in a wide arc in front of you. This attack has an exceptionally good critical hit capability, better than other claw attacks, that can sometimes deal double damage. Oh, yes. Yes, please. Well, we'll just have to make some allowances here. Let's see. We'll move that there and that there. We'll move rest up here, I think. Oh, somehow integration got turned off. Now that would explain something. Sprint can go there, that can go there, and this comes here. No, probably like that's better. Yeah, that's better. And I think I'm going to call it here, having hit a convenient place for me to call it an evening. We hit our level, 22. We're out in the sort of exiled, forbidden, semi-non-existent zone of the mirror universe. It's complicated. It's superhero complicated. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. As always, I am very appreciative. Genuinely. I am taking tomorrow off. I will be back on Friday at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific. Ow. Ow. I bet the cheek again. Ow. Hold on. Ow. I'll be back on Friday at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, for more City of Heroes, in this case, City of Villains. I am enjoying this character a lot, and I will continue to be playing the Red Rain Ripper. And he will continue to make the red flow. So, I'll be back then. But again, thanks guys for hanging out. I hope the rest of your Wednesday night goes great. I hope your Thursday and Friday go quickly to get you into the weekend. I'm back on Friday. Hopefully you will see me soon. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now.